Ladies and gentlemen, the Zo What Morning Show back in the building. You already know we about to get it cracking. We got an incredible show lined up today, and I really want you guys to put on your thinking caps because uh, my brother Rizza Islam is going to be in the house. Okay. And when I tell you, we are about to act up. Trust me, this is going to be one of them ones because what I have decided to do, right? What I've decided to do is basically Rizza and I, we going to teach a class today. And we not gonna play with y'all. We gonna teach a class today. So right now, I'm setting a timer to set a goal for this course. Right? Because normally when I put together, normally I just put together current event topics. And then I go into the topics. Today, we got a little framework for how we're going to tie a lot of things together. So my moderators will be shouting out your city, your name, and just sending you love for your support today. We're asking that everybody just drop $5, okay, on the super chat. I set the goal. We're going to have a lot of people in here. I just set the goal. We're asking that 50 people show up on the support chain. We're just asking, hey, there go Chris G. So while Rizza will be here in a few minutes, let me get into my community empowerment. Y'all like this Uncle Tom shirt? Let him see it. Whoa. My daughter was like, Uncle Tom? What? I said, yeah, Uncle Tom. I'm sorry, I just want them to see the shirt. Anyway, hit the like button, hit the share button. Make sure you comment, follow everything that we're doing. Listen, I've only got 5 bottles of He Is Risen left. Okay? We got a couple of orders over the weekend. Those orders will be going out tomorrow. If you want your order to go out, go get that He Is Risen. I mean, Easter was yesterday. Go get that He Is Risen. All right? Go support. We're going to talk about Uncle Tom today. We're going to talk about the history of Uncle Tom. We're going to talk about a lot of things. I'm going to try my best not to give away any sinners, spoilers. We're going to talk about that. We have a lot to discuss, Rizza and I. So I'm thankful. Hey, Chris G, thank you. Thank you, Chris G, for the support. That's 1. We need 49 more. Everybody hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Share. Hit the like button. Share. Hit the like button. Share. Like, share, subscribe. Do you know I just had to subscribe to my own channel? We started this channel in 2013. Today, I had to subscribe to the Zo What Morning Show. Do you know YouTube calls me a partner? But somehow I was unsubscribed. Isn't that interesting? Wow. Hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe. Because, again, this is going to be one of those ones. Everybody, this is about Black-owned business, supporting Black-owned endeavors. Listen, I know Sinners was an amazing movie. I encourage you to go see it. To me, it was Django meets Idlewild meets From Dusk Till Dawn. It was incredible. But we love to support things that are entertaining. We love to support art. We love to support entertainment. But when it's time to deal with our psychological entrainment, we'd rather go to the movies and say we're supporting black-owned business. And in effect, we are. But there are many other black-owned businesses that need your support that might not be as entertaining as movies, music, and entertainment. It's not about being entertained. It's about breaking the entrainment, which is a spell that you've been under. We're going to talk about this when Rizza gets in the building, okay? But in the meantime, go support Total Package Energy. The fact is, I still got the Shrouded Lighthouse, hundreds of copies of the Shrouded Lighthouse in my house right now. Sure, we had a great pre-order, and I'm getting ready to open up the pre-order for my latest book. We're about to do I'm getting the book cover put together right now. And sure, you guys show up on the pre-order, but guess what? We should be continuously supporting this brand. If I tell you what we did in Reason, He is Reason, He is Risen. If I tell you what we did in He is Risen, you're going to be like, wow, that's a successful product. But if I tell you what we did in the Shrouded Lighthouse, you're going to be like, wow, that's an unsuccessful product. Do you understand? People say, oh, Zoe, you should stop writing books because people don't read no more. But every time anybody reads the book, I just had a sister who is a clinical psychologist. Her job is to train therapists. She uses my books in her class as the curriculum. I've had two people. I have a brother down in Kentucky who did his dissertation using my book. I have a brother out of Houston, Texas, who was in the military. He did his dissertation using my book. So it's not the content in the book. It is the commitment. Our brothers and sisters might be still resistant, right? You know, you committed to the movie is what I'm saying. You're committed to the Kendrick album is what I'm saying. And we love the movie. We love Kendrick. Two Geminis. Coogler is born on my birthday. We share the same birthday, man. Listen, Geminis are acting out, and I'm 100% with it. This is not a judgment on them. They're doing their work. They're doing what they're supposed to do. They are artists, and they are elevating art to the highest level, and we are 156% behind it. But art isn't all of your life. Why is it so difficult for you to make the art of, or make self-discovery an art? Why is it so difficult for you to make conquering oneself an art? Hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the like button, hit the share button. Come on. Who else is in here? Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Hit the like button, hit the share button. Subscribe, 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 subscribe. Rizza is on his way. Somebody said, can you package the book with the He is Risen? Yes. Wow.
It's funny, man. You gotta laugh.
Wow. I guess both heads got to be fed. Is that what it is?
That's a great t-shirt.
Both heads got to be fed. I don't know what to say. Zoe, you ever thought about a promo tour? Anyway, why would he have to package it with the book? Like, I'm just saying, I got hundreds of copies left. And I would love for people to show up in this time and you know, support my work. But with that being said, let me get back to the black-owned businesses that have been down from the beginning. Dr. Russell is on his way back. I talked to Dr. Russell from Russell Herbals. He's on his way back in terms of getting a space to set up shop to get his herbs back. I've been saying Dr. Russell is, and you can go to russellherbals.com, but I've been saying Dr. Russell is, he's like a Dr. Sebi, and he's in his late or mid 70s. He's still alive. He's still doing work. His home burnt down in Altadena. Home, house, all the herbs, everything, the whole business burnt down. So what I'm saying is, let's continue to support him by purchasing the He Is Risen herbal ED pill that he developed. It's his own blend. He's got about 20 blends of this in varying degrees of strength. Please continue to support He Is Risen by going to my website, MrZoWhat.com. All right? There go my brother. There go my brother. And it's beautiful. All right. What's up, man? Pardon my seat, brother. What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good.
I was just keeping them going until you got here. I knew you was ready.
No, you do what you do.
Come on. We about to get busy. Listen, you got to promote everything that you're doing.
Brother.
And this is, look, he got me a little package.
Now this one, of course, this ain't for you, but it's for you. But this right here, brother, is we're going to discuss this. How you doing, brother?
Look at this. What?
Oh, yeah. Pardon
Wow.
the shea butter fingerprints on there, brother.
Come on. No, that's all
That's
right.
for display.
Rizza Islam is in the building,
Yes,
ladies
sir.
and gentlemen.
How you doing, sir? Yes, sir. Good
I
to see
told him
you.
we was going to have to adjust that mic. I said, Rizza is too tall for that.
Yes,
Come
sir.
on, this intellectual power is not a joke.
Mm-hmm.
I went through my first bottle in 30 days,
Mm-hmm.
and I felt refreshed in the mornings.
Oh,
Normally,
yes.
I'd be like a little groggy in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
On this, I'm up, I'm ready. I get out there, and then I started taking walks because I got a park right next to my house.
There you go.
So this man, my glasses now. Can it
You-
help my eyes? What we?
No. So that bottle, because we have new bottles with larger print, larger everything as well. So
Okay.
that's not you. That was definitely on me.
Oh,
So we
no.
have larger print now. So all the new bottles are,
It's
everything's
got
larger.
vervain, turmeric.
Mm-hmm.
I got to look through the bottom part of my glasses. Sea moss.
Yep, it's all in there, brother.
Come on.
Yeah, Carpenter's Bush is in there, Sensitiva, Bladderwrack. You have basil in there. You have rosemary. You have soursop. You have a lot of very powerful herbs in there.
And where can they get it? They have to get it now.
Absolutely. Intellectualpower.net is the website, intellectualpower.net. And I want to make it very clear just so everyone knows, this comes from our farm. So I have a farm on the island of St. Lucia. This is not just some random thing or white labeling. This is my formula. No other formula exists like this in the world. There are a lot of wonderful supplements and products. However, this particular formula doesn't exist anywhere else. 13 herbs from our farm. So currently right now we have upwards, between both of my companies, I've employed upwards of 50 people.
Wow.
So to make that very clear, y'all, we've created 50 jobs and more, all black folk. All black folk.
And you got other products. Come
And
on.
other- right?
Come and listen. Hey, we got to sell him out. Everybody,
sir.
we got to cash mob him. You guys who used to follow me, remember, what's my sister? Veronica Conway. And she would always say, where there's a black business, black people should cash mob it.
Absolutely. I agree
And
fully.
this is a viable, credible business. And I want, somebody said turmeric alone is amazing. So it got to be
Absolutely.
fire. When I tell you, I'm one of them people who can't sleep. I slept well.
Absolutely.
And then
Yes.
I popped up. I was like, okay, natural alarm clock built in. Come
Yes.
on.
Intellectualpower.net. And the beauty is, brother, number one, for those who may have these questions, number one, the bottle that you see our brother Zoe holding is glass.
It's glass, yeah.
Okay, I could not do plastic. We already know why. Was it more expensive to do it that way? Yes. But quality-wise, I'm not going to sacrifice the quality for $1.
Wow.
So, yes, sir, that is correct. So it is in glass. The second thing is the capsules. A lot of capsules from a lot of companies are made out of some type of animal byproduct, whether if it's pork,
Glycerin,
glycerin,
like
all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
This is made out of vegetable fiber. So the capsules are vegan. This is a vegan-friendly option as well. 13 herbs, raw, non-radiation, GMO-free, the best quality you can get anywhere. And I'm telling you, we pick them directly ourselves on our farm. I go to our farm, and I keep specifying, emphasizing that it's our farm, brother.
Right.
I just
Right.
want you to know.
Right. And
Yeah.
Because the seriousness of that is, you think you're healthy, and you buying your stuff from someplace you have no idea where it's from.
Correct.
So it might be a healthy choice, but not a healthy origin point.
Correct.
With your stuff, hey, I'm over here on another island in
Correct.
another country.
Correct.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like,
Sourcing is important and very
Yeah.
critical. The bladder rack that is in there, we source it from the tropical waters of St. Lucia. I have dived myself in the water.
Here we
and
go.
got some bladder rack right there off the coast to fill it myself. Same thing with the sea moss, because both of those are in there. And I want everyone to know, by the way, so this is a brain supplement. Yes, it helps with the brain nervous system. It helps with focus. It helps with memory. It also helps with digestion. Now, anybody who is in here right now, if you currently use Intellectual Power, you know, as Brother Zoe said, one, you have energy, but you don't have jittery, caffeinated like energy. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. When you wake up, when
Right.
you want to wake up, but you also can sleep better. The reason why that is because of the high content and concentration of magnesium between the herbs. Also because you are replenishing your cells. So when you're sleeping, you're actually getting maximum recovery. So a lot of people have had different results from this. Is helping them with all kinds of inflammatory issues, digestive issues, people who have dementia. We have a lot of elders, brother.
Wow.
A lot of families talking about my grandmother is remembering things, my uncle's remembering things. Another thing I'm gonna tell you, which I had no idea was gonna do this, we have a large number of parents with children on the autism spectrum.
Oh, here we
Who
go.
are seeing results in 2 months, roughly for some, faster than they've seen in 2 years from their therapeutic classes. Now, this is just, again, because of what it's doing to their body. And this is what the parents are saying. This is what the people are saying. We've already hit over 1,500 5-star reviews. We've only been out for about 15, 16 months. So I don't know what else to say, brother.
You know what else to say. We're going to keep going.
Yes, sir.
That's what we going to say. And then you have other products. What is this?
This here, now here's the thing. So we see the event that we have May 3rd coming up in Compton. This is
I'll
my
be there.
first event. Thank you. Please do. This is my first event in Compton ever that I've put on.
Really?
First ever, brother.
You the Compton son, though.
I'm saying
the Prince of Compton.
I'm saying.
Come on.
So pardon, no, I didn't mean to disrespect our city at all, brother, but I have done so many events in so many other cities, states, nations,
Time to bring it
etc.
home.
Gotta come home. So
Gotta come home.
as you can see on that flyer at the bottom left, the city of Compton's seal is on it. That is because the mayor and city
support
council
it. Yeah.
support it. They are behind it. They will be there. The other thing is this product came by way of the depopulation agenda that I've spoken of many times before on multiple platforms, including this one. This and that were born out of that, because we can complain all day. We're experts at the problem. We thoroughly know the problem. We are very much aware of what the problem is.
Go ahead.
Brother, we are sincerely experts in it, but the solutions were the things that we have less in supply. And so I said, in order for me to get back out here with all the updated information dealing with the shots, the updated information dealing with our fertility, the updated information dealing with our erectile dysfunction, low sperm count, low sperm motility, you name it, I have to have something to give the people that will help to relieve these issues. So that Intellectual Power has a lot more to do than just helping with brain health.
I know what you're saying without saying.
You get what I'm saying.
You
All
told
right,
me.
brother. So, and it's doing just that. And we have scientific studies coming out dealing with that. But the other thing is the peace pads. Now, sisters, I will tell you this. One area that most women have never even thought or considered to look at as a source of their endometriosis, of their fibroids, of their PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome, as any of these issues whatsoever, they never thought to look at the very pads that they use every month. Wow. Now, what they came out with in roughly June or July of last year is a study, the first that has been publicly brought out of its magnitude, dealing with pads. Oh, you can open right on this side here. dealing with the fact that the top 16 companies contain upwards of 60. There you go. Upwards of 60. Oh, go ahead, brother, please.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, please. Do your
Here.
thing.
Hold on.
All different sizes for different flows because women have different circumstances. And brothers, we're gonna have a mature conversation here because one thing you need to know is your woman's cycle. Okay, your woman goes through something every month that many of us don't understand. Hell, even she is still learning to understand it at times. But we as men, if your fathers, if your husbands, if your boyfriends, whatever, brothers, uncles, you need to know and be aware of what it is that takes place because it is through that process where we were born. But the point is, 60 chemicals, brother, are in the top 16 companies, pads.
So
60
in the manufacturing process.
Manufacturing process, from beginning to the middle, they go through all types of processes where they have heavy metals. They found some of the top. They found arsenic. They found, brother, they found lead in the physical pads that women are wearing right now. A study was just published. And when I say I'm not shocked, obviously, but women who did not know this, every event that I've had so far, we've had the launch of my company, which, by the way, my warehouse for Peace Pads, black owned, all my staff are black, is based in Atlanta, Georgia.
Come on.
Make this very clear, y'all.
Hey, Mike, I need to see this, man. We need to see the
We're not playing no games. And the updated flyer for that event also is at RizzaIslam.com because we've updated the flyer as well. But my warehouse for Peace Pads is based in Atlanta, Georgia. All black staff. The warehouse is 14,000 square feet, Zoe. It's the size of a small Walmart.
I've actually watched your IG lives.
Yes.
Where you're actually in there working, moving the shipments. I said, man, this brother right here on the Jim Brown side of the game, like he working.
We're not playing.
I love it, bro.
We have to build industry when it comes to the salvation of our people. We have to build industry. The evil people of this world operate in business, and so the righteous people must do the same.
Man.
So I just want to mention all that, brother. But just put it this way, that event that we are about to have May 3rd, in Compton, California, from 10 to 6, we'll have some of the top experts that you see currently on that screen in their different fields. We have scientists who will be presenting. We have herbalists, one of the top herbalists / biochemists coming straight from the island of St. Lucia.
What's her name?
Dr. Christina Parks, PhD, cellular molecular biologist.
Yes.
We have a physician at the top, also PhD, Dr. Rachel Ross, who's been on The Doctors and other shows. She will be presenting. The Right Honorable Priest Kailash, who you see right here, who is basically what many refer to as the Dr. Sebi of the Caribbean, who has been practicing for many, many years, decades. He is coming to California for the first time in his life because of what he said he saw in Compton and what we're doing. And he wants to bring the healing knowledge to the people. We have our sister Risho Shun. We have Dr. Aleem Muhammad.
Come on.
Because of his work dealing with AIDS and what he brought as it pertains to helping the people in the area of interferon. We have some government watch list qualified people. All right. who will be presenting. And of course, your brother Rizza Islam will be closing it out with the last presentation where I will be going over a number of things. All presentations will be by PowerPoint. All data driven, and after each presentation, you will receive solutions. Make that very clear because, as I said, we've become experts in the problem. We have to become experts in the solution, and I believe that this group is going to bring about some of the biggest health solutions, period. I appreciate you, my brother.
No,
go get into it. Go ahead.
Because my brother's talking about solutions, and I'm actually putting my hands on solutions.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry. We just gonna put it up here. He's actually manufacturing solutions for the community, and this is why it matters. Now, you already know how I like to do.
Yes, sir. Please, no, brother, come on now. We're going to delve into it.
We about to act a fool today.
Yes, sir.
That's all I got to say. Because I was telling them before you got here, I was telling them that we love to celebrate that which entertains.
I saw that. You were talking about the movie Sinners.
Yes.
Come on, brother.
And I love the movie. I don't want them to feel like I'm trying to besmirch anybody's work. I love the music. I love the movie. I love what they're doing. This is what great artists do. And they need to be acknowledged. We need to support them. I love that was the #1 film.
Absolutely.
Great. Better than the little goofy cartoon stuff they came up. I'm with what they're doing.
Yes.
And it's important work. Mm-hmm. But what I'm saying is, this is as important as that movie.
Absolutely.
You know, I wouldn't say more. I would say equally important. Mm-hmm. And I think sometimes we get caught up in the escapism of it. Sometimes we get a victory in a well-executed movie. So, and that'll satiate us because we didn't get a self-victory.
Correct.
So what I want to talk about with you is the vampirism of white supremacy.
This is why I love coming on Zoe's show. Oh, man, the mental stimulation, brother. This is what I'm talking about. That brother said vampirism.
Vampirism.
Yes, please.
I said, for people who didn't see the movie, that was the metaphor. It wasn't just a damn vampire. The man said, I want your music and your memories.
Yes.
So now, what we called it, mores? Come on. See?
Folkways, mores,
Folkways,
norms, traditions. I'll mention this, brother, because one thing that I was very happy about was to see him, frankly, shoot that racist white man. That was actually quite
it was
satisfying. It was it was very satisfactory, and even white people agree, right? You agree because that was horrible, right, at that time, right? If you're different now, that was very satisfactory. But the main thing I looked at was you broke it down in a way that I've never heard it before. But I broke it down right from the trailer. I said, black version of From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yep.
Number one. The ingredient you added in there was Idlewild.
Idlewild.
And I said, yes, sir.
See?
Now, if y'all haven't seen Idlewild, you need to go and please research and see that because phenomenal. But how they put the music factor, the history factor, all of that in there.
You see?
But the vampirism of white supremacy and how that was exposed.
Yes.
Number one, Michael B. Jordan playing himself in two different characters.
That was SU.
Which was phenomenal. Yeah, right.
That was SU.
That was.
He had one had the red hat, the other one had the blue hat.
All African spirituality.
I
saw
SU.
that. I said, okay.
I said, come, boy,
yeah.
what are you doing?
Yeah, no, that was that was
said, come
phenomenal.
On, man.
I said, okay, I got that. Then when I looked at the vampire, of course, which we always know, but of course, those who don't know the history of Dracula or Vlad Dracula or Vlad the Impaler in Europe, who did eat people. That was actually one of his favorite things to do because they believed that eating the organs of us primarily was them taking our soul, our power, our energy, our intelligence, our courage. That's why they would eat our heart, our brain, because they felt that would be in absorbing intelligence. All of that was very much so rooted in truth and facts. I know every layer of that movie was factual, and I said, damn. No, it was beautiful. So shout out to our brother Ryan Coogler.
We love it.
Shout out to Michael B. Jordan.
Yes.
Now, when it comes to transferring that fictional pictorial circumstance of a historical
artistic,
reality, all that, we have to transfer it, as Brother Zoe said, into real reality. So supporting the entertainment is nice. But what message did I get? Separate, do for self. Mm-hmm. And protect what you build. Mm-hmm. They separated. They went to build a club type of circumstance, a juke, right? Where black folks will be able to come together. They can play music. They can sell food, make money, right? And all of that, and do it independently. And here comes some white folk trying to abuse and take from it, shut it down, and kill everybody.
Right.
Now, this was overall. I just in a nutshell put it all together. Yeah. But that was my biggest thing was you must be able to protect it and do not let them in. It's always by invitation.
Do not let them in.
Brother.
The Asian woman let him in.
Yes. She did that because her husband, she thought, well, he's out there, but I still love him. Some of our people will not make it. This is the biggest point that I had to hit that really hurt me. Yeah. Because we want all of our people to make it. Yeah. We want all of our people to get it. Yeah. We want them to get the idea, to be successful, for us to come together and build. But a lot of our people truly are addicted to white supremacy. Yes. They believe that siding with that system, being next to it, gives them prestige, makes them feel like their chest is strong. Like you said, Stockholm syndrome, like, okay, I'm successful because I'm attached to this. Mm-hmm. Like you have some Negroes today talking about black-owned businesses in such a negative connotation as if we do not have the same, if not better quality service, customer service, and that includes intellectual power and peace pass.
This is the Howard University of tampons. That's what I'm gonna say. This is the of feminine products. This, if you know anything about HBCUs,
yes,
Howard University, Hampton University, typically they turn out students that outperform Ivy League.
Correct.
This is what this is.
I have to.
But because it's black, you don't want to.
I have to agree.
Come on, man. Like,
I have to agree.
Just knock it off.
Oh,
that's a PWI. Yeah. Guess what? So is Sony.
Uh-huh.
A predominantly white institution.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
So is Disney.
Correct.
Listen, and I love what Coogler is doing. He's keeping the back end money. He's keeping the rights to his story. I love what he's doing. He getting his LeBron James on. He's making one of these predominantly white institutions bend the knee. But what are you doing?
What's the follow-up?
Come on.
What's the follow-up?
You also how much money did what was that little movie, that Disney movie talking about emotions?
Oh man. What was it?
In and Out. Inside Out.
Inside Out. See.
How much black dollar did Inside Out get? How much black dollar is the new Jurassic Park gonna get? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Why do we feed a vampire?
Correct.
White supremacy, vampirism. Slavery, vampirism.
Correct.
That's wealth vampire.
Correct.
We're going to build the wealth off your back.
Correct.
Right?
To this day.
Listen, economic, let me see, redlining. Right? What else we got? We got
economic castration.
Economic castration.
Exploitation. Jim Crow. Let's see.
Black laws.
Homestead Act.
Come on.
Yeah, you can go down. The book is called How White Folks Got So Rich.
How about it?
And that goes over all of that and then some.
And you study political sci, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, poli-sci. So
yes.
You know that they even had with those voters, especially the freed slaves, you got to have a grandfather.
Yes.
The grandfather clause.
Yes, the grandfather. Yes.
You gotta pass a literacy test.
Yes. All the
Wait
things.
a minute, I'm a slave. You know I can't read.
Exactly. They set it up
vampirism
all day long, and the beauty is, it's dying eventually as vampires do.
Right.
When they no longer have a host, a person to feed off of, they die. This is how this goes. This is why, again, when we talk about being self-sufficient, we talk about independence, man. Yeah, black owned this, Black Wall Street, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that they like when you talk about it.
They don't mind.
They don't mind talking, but when you show it, now it's like, okay,
it's a threat.
I'm going to watch you, and I'm going to do my best to prevent you from competing with me if I can. The final level of that preventing, well, the second to final area of preventing that competition is buying you out. See, the last one is to take you out.
Because the buyout
First one is to buy you out.
Asking you to capitulate, to quit.
Absolutely.
That's what the buyout is.
Absolutely.
This is a threat.
Uh-huh.
And I'm willing to give you 3 times the amount so you could buy out.
Because I see your value and your ability to take me over in the next 10 years or possibly less. So I'm going to offer you an option or offer that you can't refuse. The money looks so good. You work so hard to get this check that you may not realize you're going to make 30 times over if you just stick to your independence and stop selling out. This is not what's going to happen with Jackie Robinson, where all the black-owned baseball teams said we will shut down our teams and we can get one Negro from the Negro leagues into the white leagues.
And then it's done.
And that's it. And the agreement is the trade-off is y'all shut down all y'all's.
Right.
You come on in over here. No, this ain't happening. Brother Rizza Islam, and I'm going to make this very clear, because the top black-owned pad company was sold last year. It's called Honey Pot. Right?
We talked. You told me.
Oh, absolutely.
I said, man, Rizza is cooking. Just keep on reading.
Brother, I'm thinking, wait a minute, because, my thing is, well, do we have any black-owned brands? Because the other companies, when I found that study, brother, that it showed the top 16 companies have upwards of 60 chemicals, and that includes Always. We will be delving into this in detail at our event on May 3rd, just so everyone knows, in full detail, so you can have the idea. But I looked and I said, well, where are the black-owned brands? And there are a number of black-owned pad companies, and shout out to all of you for doing your hard work, because it's needed. There are billions of women on the planet. So not one of our companies is literally going to be able to help all of them. It's not possible, right? So we can all share, we can all eat. But I looked at this and I said, I have to come out with something that helps our sisters that I know is non-toxic, that is 100% organic, that is 100% cotton. That is what we have. The absorbency is 10 times better than the competition. The comfortability is, this is according to the women who use them themselves, okay, including my queen over here. This is what they have said. Because there's no chemicals, one major thing that they've said is my cycle has gotten shorter. Now, this is a thing because the chemicals in the pads, brother, help with making the woman hemorrhage during that time because of the irritation. I'm telling you, I don't want to go into all this right now.
Listen,
right?
man,
But I'm trying not to, because we're going to delve into it in full detail. But the main thing is certain chemicals cause the body to push more blood out. What people didn't realize is during the time of the month, a woman's body is not only pushing out blood into the pad, but the pad is also pushing chemicals into the body. During the time of the month, that is the most absorbent time and around the most absorbent organ that a woman has. So it's open, it's flowing in and out. Whatever is close to it, having contact, it is exchanging toxins, exchanging fluids. It's not just one way going from inside and out. It is going outside and in. And that is causing and being connected to, as I said, certain chemicals connected to fibroids, PCOS, and increased menopausal symptoms, which is, of course, after the cycle. But all this kind of stuff, brother, is happening primarily because of the pads, along with your diet, along with the stress, along with everything else.
I want to give some of these to my daughter. I don't
Done.
want to put her business out there. It's out there, daughter.
Well, sis,
What your dad do?
just Uncle Rizza got your box for you.
Okay.
Don't worry about that.
I want to, because she struggles and has
Brother, it's horrible. This is what I'm saying to the men so we can understand how mature this conversation needs to be.
Yeah.
You may not realize this, because, the joke has always been for years. A woman gets irritated. Oh, it must be that time of the month.
But it could be she taking in toxins.
Big time.
How
Could
about
be.
that? Yeah.
Is.
Yeah.
Just like with us and our hormones as men are effed up and all out of whack because of the high amounts of soy and damn everything we eating. So we getting pissed off. Our emotions all over the place. We can't control all this stuff. We both are heavily toxified. Yeah. But women on a monthly consistent basis are getting a monthly dose of toxins straight into their body, adding to the anger, adding to the stress, the upset, and of course, as I said, fibroid diagnosis, hemorrhaging, you name it. And what we don't realize is it's this right here. We thinking, all right, I'm going to the store to go get my queen her pads. No, you just went and got your queen some toxic chemicals.
Some poison.
And you don't know it. That's all. We don't know it. She didn't know it. The number one company in the world is always had some of the highest level of chemicals, according to the study that was just released in June or July of last year. And I'm like, what in the world? And even at the end of this study, they said these statements have not necessarily been fully evaluated to determine that it's directly a cause, but we're just saying this is what we found. That was the out. In order for the university to publish the study, they had to kind of put something in there to make it seem as though, hey, we're not attacking these companies, but they published all the data. This is what all the pads were tested, all these chemicals were found. So I just want to make that very clear. And the last thing I'm gonna mention, just like vaccines, pad companies are not regulated. So they can put all kinds of chemicals in it, brother. Do you know how many women didn't know that it's not regulated? Wow. They could do damn anything. They have recycled newspaper. They put bleach. They put all kinds of stuff in your pads, and you didn't even know. And all these chemicals are causing all these issues, including infertility. That's another thing. So, brother, I mean, like, really, though. So after you get done with talking about this all day and saying, oh, yeah, the problem. Well, what's the solution, brother?
Well, let's get right to it.
That's the solution. What is it? What's the solution?
In the movie,
come on,
talking about white supremacy as vampirism.
Correct.
We know what Mike was about.
Mm-hmm.
MJ was grabbing other people, a black artist's publishing, and giving it back to him because he understood the vampire in the music.
Correct.
He understood that. Like,
correct.
Let me give Little Richard his music back. Let me give this other black artist his music back. Okay, cool. Sly and Family Stone, whoever he owned or had touch to, he would give that back to the artist.
Correct.
So these vampires are in every institution. Right?
From top to bottom.
Education is an institution. So let me ask you a question. We know how vampires work. When a vampire bites you, what happens?
You turn into one yourself.
Come on, brother. Now, typically in vampire movies, let's go back to the Lost Boys. Huh?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Look. Come on.
Typically in vampire movies, if you kill the head vampire,
all of y'all go back to being cured.
Now, what's interesting about this?
Come on, so I know where you're going. I know where you're going.
That white vampire told him, "No, if you kill me, that ain't the end."
God damn, boy, that was cold.
Do you see?
That was, yes.
Does that remind you of our government?
Absolutely.
COG?
Absolutely.
Continuity of government?
Come on.
Even if the president go down, oh, this system ain't
brother, hence the system of white supremacy. It's not the individual of white supremacy. It's not Jake, Josh, or Jethro of white supremacy. It is the system, which means there are things put in place that are on a cellular level. That's why there's black folk who hate black folk. Still. They don't even have
a living off of it on YouTube.
Yes.
Disparaging,
literally.
Putting other, man, keep going.
Attacking one another for no reason, trying to create the greatest justifications they can, but all to the benefit of the system. This is why, and I mentioned this too because Minister Farrakhan said this. He said, some of you hate yourself so much because you are the very white man that you say you despise. He said, many of you are no longer black men and women. You are white men in black skin. Now, he said this plenty of times, but to your point of the vampire phenomena, when they bite you, it is on a genetic level. It's the passage of blood. That's why they have to pierce and get into your blood, because I have to infect your very DNA. They don't cough on you. They don't just spit on you. They don't kiss you or just touch you and you become a vampire. No, they have to bite you. And they have to get into your cells. They normally go for the jugular, the thickest vein, thickest part of where the blood is passing. And then why do they go all the way up here normally? Because the first thing they have to infect is the brain, which means how you think. I have to put my mind inside of you, because if I don't do that, then I will not successfully infiltrate your people by way of you.
Let me tell you something, brother. I was at your mother's funeral.
Yes, sir.
I was at your wedding.
Yes, sir.
Let me tell you something. The fact that you were raised by a strong sister.
Yes, sir.
Not to say your daddy wasn't there. He was there.
He was there for sure.
But the fact that you had her, right? And then you found her. You understand? When I'm sitting there watching the phenomenon, I'm watching y'all get married. I'm like, they outside the bubble.
Come on.
that was the main thought. I said, they not in the bubble.
Yes.
Do you see? That bite puts you in the bubble.
Come on.
One of the most frightening things to see black people do is present white. And what I mean by that is,
come on.
You didn't write your definition for success. You didn't write your definition for love.
Come on. Come on.
Do you understand?
Come on.
Dr. Umar Johnson said education is indoctrination.
Correct.
So when I hear you sounding like a textbook,
come on, brother,
that's disconnected from spirit,
come on.
Then I got to say, oh, we in trouble.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So when I'm looking at this, bro, I say, okay, mama's strong.
Absolutely. Big time.
Mama's strong. I met her, right? I said, yo, the brother got the right circle, right? Wife strong, right? I saw the whole,
Yes, sir.
the whole Prince Akeem.
Look, Zoe was there, brother. He saw it.
It was beautiful, man. I said, hey, this is how it's supposed to be. How do we cure the infectious bite of white supremacy, which downloads their definitions for who we should be in their system? How do we heal from that?
First thing is you must show the true definition and manifest and it not losing. The biggest image that we see is whenever we are successful, self-determined, self-defined, we lose. We see us lose, which means losing is equated to being strong, being black, being royal, being loving of self. So therefore, I cannot be any of those things. I have to be connected to white. Therefore, that's successful. That's winning. No. Number one, the white man is not God.
Nope.
The system of white supremacy is not God.
Nope.
You have to. Some of us have to actually say it. Because even with me saying that now, some of you are nervous. Some of you feel weird. Why are we talking about white folks? Because you're still affected and infected by that system. That's just the fact. If you weren't, you would do more things for yourself. You would stop complaining about each other. You would find more common ground with your brother and sister. You would build more amongst each other. You would make a point to spend more with black-owned businesses. You would make a point to create your own and to fight to make sure that your children know our history, know the truth, know the facts, know everything, and not just say, oh, I'm tired, or capitulate to what this system is doing, you know, because it takes stamina to fight against this system. So a lot of us are giving up, but that's how we cure it, is show the example. The Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, we do not have to condemn the dirty glass. Simply put the clean glass up next to it and let the people make the decision. They'll see it for themselves. But the other point I'm going to mention on this is that we have to be consistent. The consistency is the thing that makes people, they get to the point where they're like, okay, I believe, I see it. All right. Oh, damn, he with a white girl. I see it. Oh, damn, he sold. He sold the company. He sold out. Oh, man, I'm with him. I see. Oh, damn, he just endorsed who?
What?
He just did. Well, he got a check from where?
Where?
Okay, this, all of it matters. All is psychological, brother. Wow. And all is perception. And you mentioned this many times.
Yes.
All is perception. It's not, it doesn't have to even be true. It looks like it's true.
So you see how the internet is saying a lot of things like, oh, this person is an industry plant.
Oh, yes.
Or this person is an industry plant.
Agent.
An agent.
Yes.
Agent provocateur.
Come on.
Everybody talk that way, right? So the vampirism metaphor, you got bit. You got a psychological, an ideological, and a spiritual download.
Yes.
From massa. And then sent back out to recruit.
Yes.
Okay, I just hopefully we following, because I remember Blade.
Come on now. Yeah.
Come on. Hey, Wesley Snipes had a serum.
Yes, he did.
Yes,
he did.
He had a serum to keep that vampirism at bay.
That's right. Yes.
I remember this brother right here during COVID was shutting other people's sites down because he want to come out and speak the truth. And they go, wait, not him.
Right.
Because this is the truth. This is against the agenda. I'm not going to say it, but I got to ask this agent question.
Please. How did you know?
Is Glorilla Sexy Red? Hell, I'm going to say R. Kelly, Jay-Z. Fight me. Fight me. Because when the content dips into the carnal and avoids the conscious, right? Because anything conscious wake you up, you be like, oh.
Yes.
The cool Mo D was just on Willie D's podcast. You know, me and Mo D, we've been friends for years. And he said something. He said, man, when Public Enemy came out, I felt like that was the continuation of Malcolm's work. Because now we have, it's just like Sinners, the movie, but he was like, we rapping about injustice. That was the first time I ever heard Minister Farrakhan's voice.
Right.
Was on Public Enemy,
Yes.
A Nation of Millions. I said, what in the world? Who?
Farrakhan's a prophet that I think you ought to listen
Come
to.
on.
Come on, brother. Yes.
You dope dealer using your fame as a DJ to sell drugs. I said, come on,
brother,
man, where we at?
Brother.
Are these vampires sent back into the community to keep the conscious shackled? Your thoughts?
I'll say it this way. Minister Farrakhan said it this way. He said, you are not what you profess, meaning what you say with your mouth. You are what you practice. He was applying that to being a Muslim, Christian, Jewish, Baha'i, Hebrew, Israelite, Moor, whatever. That also applies to if you say you are a black person who wants to help black people. You are a black person who simply wants to be successful. You want to blame your ignorance. You want to say, look, I'm just from the hood. No, we all from the hood. Okay. You can adopt vampire tendencies and carry out vampiric behavior and may not be a vampire yourself, but you may have just successfully been bitten. And that right there is a big problem because your thinking Minister Farrakhan said, you are a product of your thinking. So if you keep saying, well, look, sex sells, man, if I bring this conscious stuff, they ain't going to buy it. I'm going to say it this way. Bullshit.
Man,
I'm saying just that way.
I'm with you.
Just that way.
Double
You
up on
make
them.
people like what you present based off the quality of it.
Come on.
You can make them feel like, damn, man, I'm about to eat good food. Man, I'm about to go exercise. Man, you know what? I'm going to think about having one woman, one man, just to build one relationship. Having children is actually a beautiful thing.
It's a great
Marriage ain't all bad. It's the system that helps to benefit itself through the woman to destroy you and destroy the child through the man and all that, and our trauma and collective layers of all this BS to where marriage just looks like a horrible thing to do. Okay, I get all that. But you can absolutely have vampire tendencies and behaviors because not only were you bitten, but you carry out the behavior rather than fighting against it yourself. The other thing I can't stand about some artists, and this is what I tell them when I meet them privately. Why are you doing this when this is not even what you believe in?
Because this pays the bills.
So you rather sacrifice our people, destroy households. This is something that I've said plenty of times. You are not all the waste management engineers. Y'all are not the trash people. You create garbage that we down here have to clean up. You create destructive homes. And when Doichi said what she said, brother, I said, okay, the sister got trauma, but that is a statement you don't open your mouth and say, because the girls who listen to you, which, by the way, that's pushing up the homosexualized agenda and depopulation as well. Again, we can claim ignorance because a lot of our people are, but at the same time, we have to equally be able to correct you with love, check you with love, and give you the proper information with love. That's why the vampires are all around them.
Right.
That's the biggest point. Kanye, from Kanye to Jay-Z to all of them, there are vampires around all of our artists because they know people are waking up. So what do? They see that bow tie. Like this is what you said before, right? I've literally gone to a concert because I was invited. Backstage. This bow tie is backstage right now. And I see the agent and they see me. And this is one thing that happened. They went like this.
Here he come.
Literally.
I know. Here he come.
Right there with their artist. I'm not going to say which artist it was. Very big artist. They saw me, brother. Nervousness. And then it turned to straight irritation and anger because they know that brother is going to wake up this person. And if this person wakes up and detaches from us, they're going to wake all of them up. This is very real, y'all. I want y'all to really get this. They are actively preventing those with knowledge, proper information, and solutions from getting to these artists who will influence the people. They are purposely keeping them on drugs, keeping them high, keeping them doped up, purposely keeping these people around them. Now, of course, the other side is these artists have their own responsibility too. So we can't just blame your vampire next to you.
Right.
You got to look at yourself because some of y'all know damn well. Some of you know better, but brother, so it's layers to that, brother.
Right.
It's layers. But
and that's why I'm concerned for Kendrick.
Yes.
We got to look out for the brother because at the end of the day, art can be seen as a terrorist threat.
Absolutely.
You know, in poli-sci, there's something called symbolic freedom of speech.
Yes.
So like burning the flag is a symbolic statement.
Yes.
Art can be a symbolic statement.
Correct.
And let me just say, whenever there's consciousness, the same system that builds you up typically is the same system that works behind the scenes to pull you back down.
Correct.
I love the brother. I think his mindset is right. And I just want to make sure that the brother stay good.
I'll mention
disappear for a little while.
Right.
You know how Ken do? He disappeared 5 years.
Absolutely.
Disappear for a little while.
Absolutely.
Come back, hit us with another nugget.
Man.
Because
I'll tell you, the brother's sharp.
Yeah.
Because he's studied and studies.
Yes.
He has good, solid people around him.
Good.
That I know
it feels
personally.
like that.
No, that I know personally. And I'm just saying again, you know, the brother's from the hood, so use profanity, he'll curse, he'll say this kind of stuff because that's his reality.
Yes.
Right? But I want us to be very mindful. If we see any one of our artists who actually get into a certain position, make an effort and make an impact, that is positive.
Right.
Acknowledge that.
Right.
Applaud that. Like, yo,
You have to.
you have to.
Yes.
Right? Acknowledge that.
Yes.
If they do 10 positive things and 1 negative where they stumble, do not let that erase the 10 positive things. Right. So I'm not going to justify, but let's make it very clear. You think it's hard for you who just got to pay your average bills, deal with your 1 child or 2 children on the regular. You think that life is hard. Imagine being in front of the world.
Wow.
You have children, you have a family.
Wow.
And you are telling me you think you would be able to handle what all this comes with, and you're going up against this system?
Come on.
You still working with people. Yeah, there's some white folks, Asians, whatever, everybody. But the system itself genuinely does hate you. The fact is, they need you. That's why they tolerate us, because they need us. So now it's a give and take. Like, all right, nigga, we're going to let you whatever. All right, do what you do, but don't go too overboard, because we're going to try to get you on the back end.
How about that?
Are we going to try to do it? But if we see our people, Brother Kendrick and other artists and athletes and celebrities, if they come out and speak the truth, support that. Because if they don't get the support from us, then how the hell do they feel like they have allegiance to us when we attack them too? I'm telling y'all what they told me.
Go both ways.
Yes.
If y'all don't support me, I'm gonna go where I'm wanted.
No, that is the fact, brother.
Somebody told me that. I know.
Brother, everybody, brother, from Professor Griff all the way to all of our OGs in hip hop have said the same thing. I got out here and risked my life to teach the truth, put it in the music. Y'all don't even buy it.
Y'all
think
don't
it's
show
not
up to the
risking
concert.
your
Life though.
They don't have a damn clue.
But it really is. You saw Prince.
Come on, brother.
Come on, man.
Brother.
Man go on stage and draw a slave on his face,
brother,
because the music industry was vampiric,
brother, and he said it. He said what the industry does and how much money they make off of you. Michael Jackson got up there and said that these people are racist. Called out Tommy Mottola of Sony. He said these people are devils. He opened his mouth at press conference and said these people are devils, brother. He hated this system, but we think, oh yeah, because you're falling into the psychological propaganda. Oh, that dude is weird. Oh, this person's weird. Oh, they just this. I heard about it. You gotta stop listening to this system about your people.
And then allegedly, Al Sharpton, who was there with Michael.
Oh yes.
Allegedly, former FBI snitch.
Yes. That's not alleged. That's a fact. You can look that up on YouTube. Yeah.
But what I heard, which called me to say that's vampiric, mighty vampiric of you, Al. He goes back, gets a call from Tommy. What is Mike on? I didn't know Mike was gonna do that, and apologizes.
I need to see. I don't know that to be a fact, but do I doubt it? No, I don't doubt it, but I need to verify that, because and if he did do that, he was not the first. And he won't be the last.
Come on.
Because there are some, as we said, who have been bitten, know they have been bitten, and choose to obey the master who bit them. There are some. They're like, I am comfortable here. I can't just go out here and just stand for black people with black people. I'm going to be up here with these white folks who put me up here, because to be very honest with you, Al Sharpton is not culturally relevant among this generation at all.
He's not.
But
not at this point.
No, not at all. But they make him relevant through a psychological game by pushing him up in the media. So the name you think 8 times out of 10 when it comes to fighting for justice, fighting for our people, you think Al Sharpton. No, that's their Negro. And this is just the fact to our elder. This is just the fact.
No disrespect.
No disrespect at all. But that is the fact, and this is why they do that. Whoever, if this enemy co-signs you, you don't belong to us.
Right.
It's that simple.
That's it.
If they co-sign this black-faced person, then they don't belong to us, and we can't get mad at them. Just know that that's what it is. That's all.
Back to your wheelhouse, political science. Here we go.
Yes.
The government has 2 main functions of propagating allegiance to the political system. Right? Those 2 main functions are family and school, education. Right? So when people say you're free, you don't understand the term. Do you understand? This
Come
system
on.
is designed. You grow up in a Republican family, you usually become Republican.
Mm-hmm.
You grow up in a Democratic family, you usually become Democratic.
Mm-hmm.
You grow up in an indifferent family, you usually become independent.
That's right. Independent. Correct.
This is programming
Absolutely.
at the highest level.
Mm-hmm.
So can we see white supremacy as vampirism as a type of malignant program? The Matrix?
Come on, I was going, you know that.
I'm with you.
Absolutely.
I'm just setting you up.
Yeah, no, but it's the go-to because we're comfortable, Zoe. Every time we talk, the biggest thing that I notice about our people is they are lacking courageous and spiritual stamina. They don't have the will to keep going and going when we get knocked down, when we get accused, when we get attacked for standing on truth, or what they say, standing on business, which we only tend to stand on business when it's against each other, but not against this system.
Right.
We have this lack of stamina. And I get it because people thinking, man, I can't make no money doing that, brother. I'm not going to be successful doing that. I'm not going to get no fame. I'm not going to blah, 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 blah. I'm not. Why don't you think more about building up your people, having some dignity, having some honor? This is what other cultures have. They're like, look, if I don't make no money doing this over here, that's fine. I can make money some other way. But if it's your mission, your passion, then stop being so damn weak. People thought Brother Rizza Islam was going to sell out. They thought I was about to go somewhere else. I wasn't making no money, none. But my passion is my people. I was not about to quit. That ain't happening. And guess what? Up to this very moment, everything we said about the pandemic was true. The White House just released a report of over 400 pages outlining everything that we said, and they called it the mishandling of the pandemic, published by the White House.
Social distancing was fake.
Brother.
Just all kind of mistakes.
All of it.
And you're going to see all the millions of people who took that. And so when we come back, we conspiracy theorists, and we sound stupid and crazy because we say, hey, wait a minute, population control.
Come on, brother.
There's a reason why other countries are sitting back watching us eat.
Yes.
Let's see what happened when they...
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Come on.
The great America, and I'll mention this to you, brother, just for those who want to get real actual facts in real time from those who have not quit and will not stop. May 2nd, here's the other event. Friday night, May 2nd in Compton, because I'm bringing it to the hood.
Yeah.
Black and white scientists who used to work for the federal government. They will be there for free to answer your questions in person. If you are anywhere near Compton, or if you 2-3 hours away, if you in Vegas, if you in Phoenix, Arizona, come down May 2nd at the Compton Airport, 6 p.m. Any questions you have about anything dealing with the shots, with the virus, go back to AIDS, Ebola, brother. One of the scientists that will be there worked directly under Anthony Fauci.
Come on, man.
Was one of those working with the circumstance called Ebola. Was one of those who exposed the circumstance that we call AIDS, and was in the middle of all of that. And that scientist is going to expose everything. And we have another one that's going to expose everything dealing with the shots, the childhood schedule, you name it. And for the last 2 hours, you will have a panel of 4 people, 2 scientists, 2 doctors and physicians who will literally answer the questions from the people. No pre-written questions. Nobody's going to get censored. You're going to get the mic and ask them, was I crazy when I told my family not to take that damn poison? Was I right? Was I crazy?
The brother was right. I remember in 2020, in 2021, I remember seeing the brother's constant re-uploading of his IG page. Oh, like, okay, here go another one. This is number 15.
Right.
Number 17. He had to keep doing it.
Yes.
But I'm also seeing him at the CDC.
Come on, brother.
So this ain't a brother that just be talking. This is a brother that be walking. He literally be walking.
And I didn't quit because when you find something that you know the people need to hear, and is truly going to help to save their life, if it's your mission, you won't stop.
What's the brother's name that introduced us? I love this brother. The light-skinned brother from Kitchen.
Andre Truth.
Andre.
Shout out to the brother.
Andre Truth.
It's my brother right there. That's our brother.
Man, he hooked me up with you. I used to coach Andre after that.
Oh, yeah.
Andre be like, I'm finna beat this nigga. Hey, come here. Let me holler at you.
Brother, chill out real quick.
You know, I love Andre Truth, man, and I appreciate him for connecting us. We're gonna take a quick intermission, because I'm wearing an Uncle Tom shirt. Even my daughter was like, "What you on?"
Yeah.
Like, I said, "What you?" I said, "No, what you on?"
Right.
What is you on? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, there's a Sambo epidemic.
Oh yes, please.
When we come back,
Lord,
we're going to continue this conversation. We're going to get even deeper, man. Play that video for us.
Yes, sir.
Which video?
The one about Uncle Tom. I just mentioned Uncle Tom. This ruined my whole setup. Hey, which one? Uncle Tom.
Throw him another layup, brother.
Hey, everybody hit that super chat. Show your love. Do you have a Cash App?
I do, but no need. What I will say is I'm buying, my company, Peace Pads, will be buying 10 books, 10 of The Shrouded Lighthouse, and Intellectual Power will be buying 10 of the Holographic Relationship. I'm letting you know that right now. So y'all go get our brother Zoe's books. This brother is a scholar. And if you really understand, the scholars are those who you need to support because they have the knowledge. People support those who hold the knowledge. That's what you're supposed to do.
Thank you, brother.
So we're going to go ahead and buy those books, brother.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
We appreciate it. Thank you for supporting. You got that clip for us? Let's go to it.
Now, this whole meritorious manumission policy is in effect, moving along at the same time, this control system. About 1852, a lady named Harriet Beach Stover wanted to write about it. So she then wrote about the whole thing. She interviewed a guy whose name was Henderson, what you all would know as Uncle Tom. He then told about the story. She wrote a book called Uncle Tom's Cabin. But in that book, contrary to what most people think, Uncle Tom was not the bad guy. The bad guy was Sambo. And so I'm asking you all as my brothers and sisters, please in the future don't call a black guy who you know is worthless and trifling. Don't call him an Uncle Tom. That's complimenting him. Call him his real name, what he's entitled to, and that's a Sambo. Any black person, any black person sells his own people out and will do them in, he is a Sambo. Now, what is a Sambo again? Going back to meritorious manumission in 1710, the whole conditioning process, the whole brainwashing system, the whole social engineering system says that you must teach black people to see the world through the eyes of whites. You must see everything through their eyes. You must accept their values, their superiority, whatever they think and feel, and that way we got you contained. And that's why when you see somebody like Colin Powell running for office, they say, well, you can run for office if you see the things the way we want to see them. If you want to be conservative, you can run for office. If you want to place a lot of importance on abortion, you can run for office. If you want to talk about being anti-taxing, you can run for office, which means if you see things the way we see them as a black person, you're safe. You're acceptable. And if you don't want to do that way, then become an athlete or an entertainer. So therefore, you identify the rest of those blacks in the country. You stay away from them. They're bad. And you start going on, you try to go get a penny out of an athlete and entertainer, do something for the black community. They're going to do it. Their advisors won't let them do it. The agents won't do it. Their promotion people won't let them do it. They're going to identify with your community because, again, they have now already died and gone to heaven. Okay, so when Harriet Beecher Stowe put out her book, what she tried to tell black folk is that Uncle Tom was not a bad guy. See, Uncle Tom, if you read that book, and most blacks, 90% of blacks never read it. They always call another black, he's an Uncle Tom, he's an Uncle Tom. He's not an Uncle Tom. If you read the book Uncle Tom was a guy who would not beat black women. Uncle Tom in that book was a guy who would not beat other blacks to make them pick more cotton. Uncle Tom was a guy who would come in at night and take cotton out of his own bag and put it in other black folks' bags so they wouldn't get whippings at night. Uncle Tom was a guy who would not tell where black folk were hiding when they went across the river, when they broke free as slaves. But Simon Legree, the white slave master, had a black that followed him around named Sambo, who always says, you show me, give me the right, I'll show you how to trees the coons. I'll show you where they hides. And see, and that's the guy. See, his role responsibility was going back to meritorious manumission. I told you about when you got to protect white folks' property and protect their wealth. He says, I will protect it and find it for you. And that's why you read in those end of the movies and books that came out after Uncle Tom, you always had a black guy, a black slave, was running down the road saying, Master, master, here comes the army. Let's hide our silver and gold. And you all say, our? How did it get to be our? You know, he always wants to say something that doesn't even belong to him. And that showed up all through history. And today you got the same kind of personality doing it. And now he's not saying let's hide our silver and gold. He's called himself a conservative. I'm also against affirmative action for black folk. I'm against quotas. I'm against preferential treatment. Even had one.
Watching that clip just upsets me. Because at my age, I'm getting up there. I'm looking at my granddaughter. She'll be 7. I'm like, damn, that happened fast. She's just a baby.
Right.
You know? We have apotheosized Sambo. The word apotheosis means to raise to a god level. The Masons, after George Washington died, apotheosized him. Do you see?
Absolutely.
They raised him to a god level. That's what Masons do. That's the process of masonry. You are the thing you're building, the perfect structure, right? That's why you should stand on your square, right? So, but just black folk, we've apotheosized Sambo because Sambo is accepted. Sambo got resources.
Right.
Sambo got bread. I saw a sister, I don't want to say her name, but she's a rapper. She thought it was cool to wipe her nose with a $20 bill while sitting courtside at a game to make it seem like I'm doing better. You can't do better in an artificial aquarium that is designed to contain your ass.
Come on, brother.
Listen, do you know they pass around leadership in the world? Let's talk about it.
Yes.
Certain families,
Yes.
certain countries, okay, it's your turn to rule
Yes.
now.
It's called kingmakers.
Talk to them.
Yes, brother. It's called king because you were picked as Obama was picked or selected before he was elected. As many artists are selected, they are not elected. And we wonder, where the hell did this person come from? Out of nowhere, and the machine is pushing them all day. And we like, how are they selling tickets? How are they in these areas? Who the hell is listening to them? And their record sales are clearly going down, doing all this. They are selected. Why? To destroy the future generation of those who are waking up. It happens every generation. The people start to smell the stench of what's really happening. Some of them start to really see, that's not actually good for me. I thought it was. I thought it was. No, that's actually not too good for me. Uncle Tom actually wasn't the bad guy. More so Uncle Remus. More so Sambo. Those are the ones. Oh, well, damn, I thought it was Uncle Tom for the last 20 years. Wow, now I know this. And the machine, it monitors and analyzes the people every single day. They study the algorithm to see who is looking at what, who is studying what. And then they push your content lower if it's going to raise the people higher.
Yep.
And if it's going to make the people go lower, they push it higher. This is
Absolutely.
this is what they do. As you said, kingmakers. So even people with social media platforms, they think they doing something with 2, 3, 4, 5 million followers because they have OnlyFans and their cheeks are out there. Okay, you're not making effective change. You have been chosen to keep the population of the people dumb, deaf, and blind. It's very simple, brother. But as you were mentioning, going into it in a deeper area, wiping your nose with a $20 bill shows how much your thoughts stink. Genuinely.
I'm right here. I ain't going nowhere. Keep going.
Genuinely.
Swing for the fences.
Brother, you think that wiping your nose with a piece of paper that was passed around by at least a good 40,000 people, maybe 4 million damn near, before it touched your hands, and you putting all them people's fingers,
Come on, man.
all of your damn mucous membrane. You gonna mess around getting an infection by way of Andrew Jackson. That's who's on the 20, right? Is that who's on the 20?
Andrew Jackson.
Andrew Jackson.
Yes,
okay.
sir.
I don't worship money, so I love being ignorant about who's on the damn dollar bill.
Right.
But my point is that demonstrates how low you are and what you have hypothesized. Money is your God. That's a sick thing, bro. Because
and money is fake.
And money is fake.
Fiat currency.
Fiat currency is
Right?
fake.
Okay.
Well, hence China's moves. Hence BRICS. They're saying, wait a minute, the U.S. has this stuff backed by what? Your military? Okay, anyway, we're going to go ahead and back ours by gold. We're going to come together and share the gold. Then we're going to come up with a currency, and the support is the gold. Real life energy, which is what gold conducts. So my point is, it's fake. It is a damn lie. That's why anytime they see people walk into a certain room, I see people with 1,000 followers have more influence than people with 1 million.
Come on.
Because of the real life influence. That's fake, brother. I see it all the time. I laugh when people say, how many followers you got?
Come on.
How much money in your account? Nigga, you can't move 10 people to do nothing. So you can just sit here with all your money because you're in a psychological bubble, as our brother Zoe said, where you think you're seeing yourself reflected. Oh, look at me, I'm doing something. And everybody outside is like, who's this nigga?
Wow.
Brother, you ain't doing it. We're not listening to you. The enemy makes you think we listen to you. We're not listening to you.
So the truth is holographic.
Come on, brother.
Which means it's everywhere and every when. That's past, present, future. It's everywhere and every when. That's the truth. It's holographic. That's what the hologram means. A holographic thought means hollow, whole, grapha, whole writing. The truth is everywhere. Okay? So that means you can't be fake nowhere.
Come on, so say it again. Go ahead.
If you fake somewhere, you can't be real somewhere else.
And we see you.
Do you understand?
But you don't see you.
You see, you think you can be real in some places.
Come on, brother.
And fake in others. If you're fake anywhere, you're fake everywhere.
Come on, brother.
That's how the holographic universe works.
Oh.
Your job makes you code switch.
Oh, man.
Your schooling makes you speak different.
Yes.
Oh, well, we're speaking in mixed company. They don't mix up their words when you around. The only thing they won't say when you're around is nigga.
Right.
But that's what they mean.
They call it woke now.
Come on. They done learned how to talk you out of your self-sovereignty.
Come on.
They've learned how to talk you into their vampirism. You're a damn ward of the system.
Which means child.
Come on.
Come on, brother.
And then you come back to your community and talk down, besmirch, criticize, judge, label. You can't say it. Oh, man, what is a brother doing broke at this time when black people have only 2% of the nation's wealth?
Come on, brother. And have been systemically kept out of accruing and or gaining and or building
Come
wealth.
on.
I'm going to mention this to you as well, brother. Those black folks who have large platforms in this system have small platforms in the real system. Ooh. Among our people,
yes, sir.
I've noticed a lot of them who have built their platforms by way of attacking, denigrating our people have risen in this white man system or this system of white supremacy, right? So they get their support from their party, they get their support from their respective group where they are the pet Negro, right? But once they get their wake-up call because they get too comfortable, every single time this happens, and I've seen it within the last maybe year, there's been at least 3 major names of black folks who have been fired. From either mainstream media or large platforms that are white owned or kicked out of political parties that were supporting them all day when they were talking negatively about black folk, when they were talking negatively about, you could say LGBT or blah, blah, blah. But the moment they mention that J word or Zionist word or get comfortable talking down to their white boss, they're like, oh, you think?
Come on.
Because I gave you the clothes you wearing and the hair that you wearing and the shoes you got. You think because the check that I sent you has my name on it, that means that's your bank account. No. Let me correct you. I'm going to smack you in front of your people, spank you in front of them. And guess what? All of them tried to come back to the black community. They all jumped on black platforms that they've never been on. They all started using certain vernacular, trying to add some flavor to their speech now. My brother, how you doing, brother? You ain't never used that. What's going on? See, that's why I try to tell them, be careful with what you adopt
Yes.
from your enemy and master's mentality.
Yes.
Because those words will come back to bite you the way you were bitten by him.
Right.
Be careful.
Right.
Because I don't think people get this, brother. Time is still moving and everything is recorded.
Come on.
So we got the receipts
Come
on
on.
you.
Yes.
You got to make a full apology.
Yes.
You got to tell your master, I'm not with you.
Yes.
You lied to me, whatever you're going to say. And you need to show us. It ain't just talk no more, but every time, bro, every time I'm like, wow, here they are coming to the black community. And the people like, bro, you tore us down.
It destroyed us.
You really did. But now that them checks ain't coming no more, now you're trying to come back to us. It works every single time.
This is why I love this brother. I met him when he was 29.
Yes, sir.
And he had the same fire then that he got now. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, 29? What?
That is what you said, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, get in here. We gotta talk, man. And I love it. I love that the passion and the fire is not gone.
No,
but
sir.
you know what's very interesting? That point you just made. Sometimes we miss the point. We will get on black folk for speaking Ebonically.
Come on.
Or speaking white. The bougie folk will try to get on you for speaking Ebonically.
Come on.
The ignorant folk will try to get on you for speaking white when we created language.
We created intelligence.
We created all of it, right?
please.
So when I see that, you just said something that was so powerful that I think we're all missing. We worried about how we're speaking, but we're not talking about the comprehension behind it.
Come on, brother.
Damn.
Yes.
So listen, I talk white, but is it the truth?
Come on. That's it. That's it.
I talk white according to you,
Right.
but is it the truth?
Come on.
You lack knowledge yourself. You don't know we created linguistics.
Come on.
So you don't understand it.
Please.
But that's fine.
Please.
But I talk white because... Am I white because I sound white?
Or is it that...
Am I an extension of white
Go
supremacy?
ahead, brother. Please.
Wait. What makes you not... Oh, he light-skinned.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's another layer. Go ahead.
Okay, so colorism.
Colorism for sure.
Okay. He got green eyes. It's mixed up. It's some white folk. White folk over here, man.
Are those hazel, brother?
Listen.
Still got some hazel eyes? Yeah.
Ain't it all African?
Come on.
Every genotype, every
single
phenotype,
one. Every one.
light, green, blue, gray,
Albino white.
albino. So it's all everything. Okay, cool. Thin lips, big nose, little nose, thin. Oh, they say aquiline nose.
Yes.
This is one of the justifications that those Arabs over in Egypt try to use to justify reclassifying the race of the ancient Egyptians. Although you just got there 800 years ago, which ain't ancient.
Correct.
It was already 10, 20,000 years old when you got there.
is a
But you
fact.
say, well, because they got aquiline noses, which is European, these must be European blacks
Correct.
that they literally classify as Caucasian. So, again, another form of vampirism is history.
Yes.
Vampirism. Talk
Yes.
to me, brother.
The reason why they had to change the history books, and even up to this day right now in Texas, in Florida, different parts of the United States, they're trying to switch the history, right? Revisionist history
Yes.
is what they call it, where they want to revise what happened in the past to make it fit their narrative today. They want to change the word slave to indentured servant, or, pardon me, involuntary immigrant.
Oh,
because
an involuntary immigrant.
because it stings less. It takes away that sting, right? All of these things that they're doing because they don't want to look bad, and also they don't want to pay the financial debt that will remove it, because if you use the word slave versus involuntary immigrant, these two things legally will change what happens, right? From that point all the way up, the history has to be changed, because if you knew how powerful you were back then, you know how powerful you can be today and what you will be capable of in the future.
And beyond.
All day long. You know, if I know, not think or feel, but if I know that my ancestors quite literally built things with less technology than we have now.
Right.
less everything, no social media, barely any of this stuff, and they quite literally built physical, tangible things to this day with less of all of this.
Right.
Then what does that tell me I'm capable of? What does that tell a child that they're capable of? Well, one, that tells me, one, I am not fit to be a slave, as Frederick Douglass said.
Come on.
Number two, that tells me I'm fit to be a king.
Yes.
Number three, that tells me I'm fit to be a builder. I can build and change my own condition. I don't have to be subservient to you. Wait a minute, why am I even listening to you?
Why are
you didn't build
even,
nothing.
You didn't do nothing.
While we were speaking this proper language, you was in the cave saying ooga booga. No, really. Like you were doing all that stuff while we were out putting seasonings on food and having cultural dances and doing all this beautiful stuff. So I have
taking baths.
Brother.
How about bathing?
With actual soap from These are facts and they stand true and people know. So they have to change the history to remove the power connection. It's like removing you from your source, taking you away from your mother, detaching you from the womb. You have to cut off the energy. It's like these lights are not where the energy comes from. They're connected to a source, and what's conducting them are the wiring. If I cut that wire, I cut off your source. If you know your history, you will not be a slave unless someone convinces you to be. The reason why Brother Rizza Islam will never bow down to this system. Number one, I follow the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. So his teaching bit me. I'm going to say it that way.
Come on.
The Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad teachings bit me in the way that it caused me to understand who I am, our people, our history, our culture, what we have done, what we can do, what we're doing now, and what we will do in the future. And I will never bow down to the system. I will never sell my companies. I'm going to say that to you as well. I will never sell my companies. And this is a shout out to all of those who have businesses. I don't care how hard it is to struggle, how hard it is to keep it going. There will be ups and downs. Don't sell. There are people who will try to say things different. If you understand your history, you will have a good idea and a roadmap to keep you on the straight and narrow. They have to change it, brother, because they know, damn, whose history is golden? Like really, whose history is so pregnant with substance and full of spirituality and all the material in the world and the universe? Who really got it like that?
Come on, man.
I don't want you to know that.
Come on, man.
I can't have you knowing that. That's why they burn the books. This is a part of the art of war. Disconnect them from their history. You cannot enslave a people who truly know who they are. You can't do it.
It's impossible.
It's impossible. So that applies to this very day. You got a lot of folks like, I ain't with all that black talk. Oh, you one of them hotep dudes. Right now, you got a lot of the people on Instagram, TikTokers and all that, because it's cute to them in their mind, not even realizing you sound stupid as hell. You sound dumb as hell. You can't convince a Chinese person. Well, most of them, because even in their generation, they're being infected. But you can't convince them to wholeheartedly talk down about their culture. They don't do that. You can't convince Indian people, for example. You can't convince most Africans. You just can't.
Well, would you say that the pursuit of and the acquisition of comfort is one of those vampiric tendencies? I know you know I do this. So I think people are I just want to be safe. I want to be comfortable.
Damn, boy, that damn comfort.
Talk to me, man.
That comfort cocaine.
Comfort cocaine.
That comfort drug that y'all so addicted to. Why don't you want to work, man? I don't get this, bro. I was born and raised in Compton, California, youngest of 10 children. Oldest sister was stuck on crack cocaine for 16 years, strung out on Skid Row. Thankfully to God, she made it past that. She's still alive. Oldest brother got murdered. Family done been through everything you can imagine, from drugs to jail. We done been through all of it. Why the hell do y'all think so low of yourself to where you don't want to build? You don't want to embrace the struggle. So that you can come through and say, no, I built this. I earned this. Ain't nobody handed me this. I earned this. I don't want to be able to say, oh, yeah, I was handed this.
No.
Or, oh, yeah, well, or perpetrating like I did build it.
I've been watching. I seen you putting the bricks.
Brother, but that's what I'm saying. So can't nobody come and say nothing. That's why. See, you can't talk with bass in your voice if you were handed everything. You can't. You can perpetrate a fraud for a minute and people will look at you like, nigga, you didn't do that. We know where you came from. Why he out of here saying that he was really that dude? You were not that guy. It's a lot of people on social media doing that. The struggle needs to be embraced. The Holy Quran talks about this. The Bible talks about that. The race is not given to the swift nor the mighty, but to he and or her who endures to the very end. You need to go through it, bro. Like, I don't get why y'all so damn soft. Hand me a record deal. No.
Hey, this is a millennial talking.
Bro, I don't
If you're not hip,
I don't get it, man.
Hey, listen, I walked into the cigar lounge the other day, and one of my therapist friends was in there. I was leaving. She was coming in. She said, no, you can't leave. We got to talk. and I sit down and I talked to her. She said, these millennials, boy?
Uh-huh.
She said, my clients?
Brother.
She said, from this age to like 42, 40, boy,
Going after
they gone. She was like, spirit, lack empathy, transactional, selfish, greedy.
God. Sensitive.
Like she put it on. She said, hey, yo. And when I see this brother, my brother, I see hope for a generation that some people lack the skills to save. See, let me tell you something. I always tell my clinician friends, I don't give a damn what them white people stole and told you was theirs. I don't give a damn what they said they the father of.
Come on, bro.
I don't give a damn. You got a degree from he who hates you.
The
So
original
you can-
bootleggers.
Right.
The original bootleggers.
They
Go ahead,
are the
brother.
greatest bootleggers in
Yes.
the history of mankind.
Yes.
So I don't give a fuck about that piece of paper. I tell my sisters that are clinicians, that are clinical psychologists, LCSW, LMFT, MFT. I tell them all, you better root what they stole in spirituality.
All day. You have to.
You have to counterbalance it.
Yes.
Because most of them folks, that's why they rewriting a lot of those founding fathers' ideas, because most of them was devoid of race,
Yep.
devoid of social economic backgrounds. So Maslow's hierarchy is out of here. We can't even use that shit.
Come on.
Even though he stole it. Where did he steal it? Paramahansa Yogananda, autobiography of a yogi, says our shit is called self-realization. Okay, Abraham Maslow's was self-actualization.
Come
oh, there's a pyramid and it's color-coded. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. You done stole some shit and whiteified it.
White dirty, not whitewash.
Come on, man.
White dirty.
Listen, how does the inheritance of trauma among black families echo the remnants of a vampiric curse perpetuating cycles of despair and hopelessness? That is the question to the answer he just gave. He said knowledge of self.
Yes.
But what do you say? Oh, well, who is he to be talking? Who is he to have a platform? I don't even like the Nation of Islam. I'm going to tell you what, and I done said this to you before, the Nation of Islam is the most successful black organization in American history.
Facts.
They not in the bubble.
Facts.
You say, oh, well, they in a different kind of bubble. Well, guess what? It's of their own doing. How about that?
If you want to go there.
If you want to do that,
Right.
you'd rather be a Mormon.
Oh, man.
Black people run the Mormons. They already said you had tails.
Brother.
It took a Mormon to run for president to say, wait a minute, hold on.
Right.
Let's pull some of this back. They took it back in 1973.
Yeah, in Utah. Yeah.
Black people cursed with tails.
That's what they say.
Talking about it in jail, talking about it in the military. Yeah, y'all cursed with black skin.
That's them,
Spiritual racism, and you join the flock. I don't give a damn what you think about the Nation of Islam.
not us. Bro,
I don't get. You can say whatever. Oh, they made up their own religion. It's black.
Come on. Come on.
Now what? It's black. Let's go with it.
Come on,
then.
bro. Yes. Oh,
Well,
man.
what book they got? Theirs. The one they wrote. Supreme Mathematics. Supreme Alphabet. Come on, Malcolm.
Yep.
Get Father Allah Puddin.
Right.
Get him in check.
Great.
Clarence 13X. Give him the Supreme Mathematics. Do you understand? It's ours.
Yes.
So you want to judge it? And guess what else is ours? Islam is ours.
Facts.
Guess what else is ours? Christianity, which
Correct.
existed on the continent
In Ethiopia.
well before Any Europeans got it. Guess what else is ours?
Fact.
Ifa.
Fact.
Guess what else is ours? Hoodoo.
Facts.
Voodoo.
Come on.
Listen, it's all ours.
That is a fact. These are facts.
Oh, Buddhism. First dude was black.
That is
Everybody
a
know
fact.
Buddha was black.
That is a fact.
Krishna. What does his name mean? The Black Bambino?
In the blue, black, lapis lazuli expression of the blue, black original God.
Come on.
Yes.
So we're giving you the solution. Knowledge of self. The truth of who you really are is accepting who you really are from the very beginning. I keep telling people, slavery, Jim Crow, anything that happened, it's 400 years. Do you know how ancient your soul is?
Come on, brother.
Your genetic line,
Your DNA.
your genetic line, your first ancestor is God.
Come on, that's a fact. These are facts. Hence why they still synthesize your DNA, why they still use your cells, not only Henrietta Lacks,
I was
which,
going to say, who is the Henrietta? Tell him.
which, by the way, which I don't know if some people knew this, but they use Henrietta Lacks cells to produce one of the COVID shots. I don't know.
Wait, isn't it called the immortal
The immortal cell.
Now, let me just be clear. Was she dark-skinned
Come on, brother.
or light-skinned?
Dark.
She was dark-skinned, right? Listen,
Come
y'all
on,
better
brother.
understand something about our folk.
Yes, sir.
We been here, gonna be here. And it's up to us to exercise the demon of white supremacy and its vampiric nature. Because guess where we go? We go feed on our own
Yes.
because we're afraid to feed on the father vampire
Come on,
who
brother.
made us.
Come on, brother. That is a fact. That's what, okay, this is the main reason why I tell people attacking your own people looks corny as hell. I told a couple brothers this when they wanted to invite me onto their platform to have a debate. Pretty large platform. This was about 4 months ago. My team reached out to me, Rizza, we have a request coming in. This platform would like to bring you on, but they would like for you to come on and debate somebody. I said, in 2025, you are asking me, this is me letting my team know for future reference for anybody requesting me for a debate, unless they work on behalf of the United States government, I'm not wasting my damn time attacking my own people because it gives no benefit to our progress. Even debating, even verbal jousting, dialogue, back and forth.
I'm not doing it.
I'm not wasting my time. Reason you scared? No, nigga, I'm not scared.
No.
I'm actually so in tune with going up against this enemy. I want to smoke with them.
Come on.
And they keep running all the time.
They rather have you have smoke with your brother than smoke with them.
Absolutely. And I'm not interested. I tell people all the time, I'm not interested. If you show up to one of my events, try to bogart your way, you will understand you will get checked in person. I've done this before. I've embarrassed some Negroes trying to pull up with their cameras and 3 people holding up. So, brother, Reason, what you saying is, I said, nigga, put them cameras down.
Put them down.
Stop wasting my time and your damn time. What have you built? I go straight to what have you built other than views on YouTube, which gives you a check from this white man system? Great. Now, what have you built that helps to build our people? What have you built that helps to bring us into some level of progress? You have so much interest in attacking your own because it's easy. You ain't trying to go up against the real enemy, nor this real system. You are a fraud. That's when I tell them, you frauds, bro. Y'all niggas is frauds. You called me a fraud and I didn't accept no plea deal from this government. I fought a case for 10 years, turned down 6 plea deals. How many of y'all accepted one?
How about it?
You a real gangster for real.
How
many
about
debates have you had with black folks? How many have you had from representatives on behalf of this United States government that push poison, that push killing our people, that push our people destroying ourselves? Have you had any debates with them?
Come on.
I'm not interested in nothing y'all got to say. It is not real. It's fake.
Come on.
If you real about it, then get out here and go up against this enemy. That's all I'm saying. Y'all got to stop with this BS talking about, yeah, we out here banging on the beach. You ain't banging on nothing. You getting checks from YouTube. You are not independent. You dependent on the white man. You know what? Same way they were dependent on the black woman's breast when it comes to building their children. You are dependent on the white man's phallus for your dependence. I'm going to say it that way. I'm going to just put it that way. Anytime I see any of these Negroes who are on these platforms attacking each other, you are literally sucking on the system's phallus. I'm using phallus.
No, I'm going to say it.
Well, you go ahead, brother.
I'm going to let you say it the way you said that.
I'm using the word you would be using, but you go ahead and you.
Lord have mercy.
I'm very serious. It's embarrassing. It's 2025.
A white supremacist dick rider? Is that what we own?
Brother.
You gonna judge me by the baubles of success of this society? You didn't write what success is for your people. Where's your definition of success? Where's your definition of love? Where's your definition of God? All that stuff comes from their institutions. And when I hear you talking like an institution is your soul, I know you dangerous for me.
Come on. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Come on, man. Listen, this is what we gonna do. I'm gonna wrap it up. Y'all done heard this before. But the question is, what you gonna do about it?
Facts. That's the
you,
question.
Are you gonna go buy out all of the and why billionaire off your black ass?
Come on. Come on.
You about to get them new iPhones. That's about to come out. The 16 is coming. Everybody's a trillionaire off your black ass.
Come
I
on.
mean, everybody.
Everybody.
What you doing at Nobu?
Come on.
I mean, why you at Nobu? You think they made Nobu for your black ass to bring your boo?
Brother. Come on, brother.
Listen,
Come on.
why you there? Why you at Roof Chris?
Come on.
Mr. Childs,
Come on, brother.
Maestro, what you there for?
Come on.
Listen, you try to act like you're not a part of the system, but everything the system offers that reflects success, we've made it, comfort,
Right.
high-end, kosher living. You want to be a part of it.
Yes.
But back to the beginning of the topic, where is your field? Because if you eating a tomato that you didn't birth,
Come on, brother.
you didn't grow, you didn't farm, your ass gonna die like everybody else. That's
Facts.
why you see the vegans limping.
Brother,
Motherfuckers
it's real. This is real.
Vegans sick as hell,
Yes.
snotty nose, like you
This
eating
is real.
vegetables, right?
Man, come on, Zo.
Come on.
You teaching. You teaching.
Y'all want to play games, but I'm gonna tell you right now, until you break up with your toxic stepdaddy,
Go ahead.
until you break up with that, we can't be friends.
Facts. That is a
I'm
fact.
sorry, we just can't be friends.
You walk in the house with them, I'm going to intentionally make you uncomfortable. I'm going to stare at both of y'all.
Yeah.
This is not, oh, love for everybody. No. You will not walk in here with that system on your arm and think you will be accepted. No, because they're going to infect us because they already got you. Because you think that this system is acceptable. It's all good, man. We all good, brother. It's 2025. No, that's my point. It's 2025.
We should be doing something different.
Do something for self.
Yeah.
That's it. On that point, the farm, just so everybody can understand, these are solutions. Brother Rizza, I didn't care about the damn money or else I would have shut up a long time ago about things that were getting my platforms taken down.
And then go get some money.
And I
off
would've
the
went and got some
platform talking crazy.
Brother, I was offered money for all kinds of stuff. I would have went and did that if it was about money.
Right.
But I know that our people need help in certain areas. I will tell you this to your point about eating things that are not grown by you and yours. This comes from our farm. Our farm.
Man got dirt.
On
Man
our
got
land.
dirt, man.
On our land, 14 acres on the island of St. Lucia. Some of the cleanest, most pure soil on the planet. No radiation, no heavy chemical fallout, no heavy metal fallout. That's where our herbs come from. And I have put my hands on that soil. I've worked with our brothers and sisters there. I'm actually going back there to clear out some more land.
Yeah.
Because we have some other stuff that we're doing, but that's intellectualpower.net. And the same thing with peacepads.net. We are creating solutions for our people. People have health issues. We need to have health solutions. For the educational issues, we need to have educational solutions. For the financial issues, we need financial solutions. That's it. All I'm about now is solutions. And if you try to stop me, you're going to get checked. That's it. Just stay the hell out of my way. If you want to judge, argue, and all that, I don't have time to argue with you punctified, weird Negroes on the internet. Keep talking. You're not going to show up in person. That's what you're not going to do. And if you do show up in person, I pray to Almighty God, Allah, that you receive mercy from everybody else because you're not going to receive it from me.
From
And
everybody else.
I promise you. I promise you when I say this.
Hey, that's the setup. I hope you get it from everybody else. Because you damn sure ain't gonna get it from me.
I promise you, this is not even me trying to be funny. This is real. Because I've witnessed and realized something. Y'all don't get it.
Right.
You can't say just anything on the internet and think you don't have some type of
Oh,
consequence.
well, let's get right into it because I was going to wrap it up. But since you just opened up that bag.
Go ahead, brother.
Let me tell you something.
Please.
We live in an inverted reality. Somehow, you weak if you respond to disrespect.
Come on, brother.
See, listen.
Come on, brother.
I'm from a generation where you didn't talk shit to men.
Facts.
Because men will hurt you. You know, that
Facts.
grown man's strength, they will hurt you
Facts.
for fucking around. Fuck around
And find out.
and find out. I'm from that generation. And I'm not saying the youngsters ain't got it because they got it too. But somebody said, oh, you weak if you allow somebody to disrespect you or if you allow somebody to put you down. Hey, let me tell you something. Everybody is human and there are boundaries to everything. So guess what? There's an option. I can show strength by saying, I'm not going to let you affect me. But I can also show strength by humbling your punk ass.
That's a fact.
Because I'm from a generation where, well, let's fight and figure it out.
Come on, brother.
Because when we fought back in the day, I whoop your ass. We cool.
We shake hands.
We shake hands.
That's
we
a done
good.
deal. That's a
Because
fact.
now the pecking order has been established. Oh,
Right.
that him. Now, you don't talk shit to him.
Facts.
'Cause you understand what I'm saying? I'm from that generation.
Yes.
But now it's turned into if you slap a motherfucker, oh, you weak. Oh,
Brother.
no, sir.
Brother.
Under no circumstances. All you got to do is come up to me and say something stupid.
No, really. No, really. And mind you, I've said this on the last maybe 3 or 4 interviews. I'm not saying this to flex on folks. No. I didn't defend myself over the last 5 years.
I watched it. I watched you go the high road.
Brother. And all I'm saying is for those of you who have a point to prove because you lost and you're still talking and your views are going down because people are a little tired of people talking about other people. Don't show up in person to interfere with the progress and the positive solutions we are pushing and how we are building the people. In person is different than virtual reality. Please don't get it twisted. I'm not. I am not, brother.
It is
different. I am not. I want y'all to hear, because people think, well, man, brother, reason, man, Farrakhan gonna tell you, no. The minister has said, because the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad has said, because God has said, that we are not to be the aggressor. But if aggressed upon, we fight like hell with those who fight with us. So I'm telling you, in front of the elders, in front of the children at whatever event I'm in, if you pull up, if you run up, you will get done up. I am not joking. I just want to make it very clear because I've seen some of you Negroes talking radically on the internet. Yeah. Oh, man, I do this to that. Brother, I pray to Allah because I've been really waiting to exercise these new muscles on somebody.
And listen, man.
But I'm not.
This my brother. I don't like him talking like this.
I don't like talking like
my
this.
Brother. Listen. We just taught a hell of a lesson. I don't want my brother's spirit to be off at the end of this day. Listen, I want everybody to go to intellectualpower.net.
Yes, sir.
Buy at least a bottle. Listen, there's 422 people in here. That should be 422 orders. I think that's important. If you have a daughter, if you have a wife, if you have a girlfriend, a grandmother, an aunt who struggles with the PMS situation, because like I said, I don't want to put her out there, but I did, my daughter. She struggles with it, so I'm looking for solutions for her.
It's real.
Y'all got to go buy out his entire inventory. All the black-owned businesses I normally talk about, y'all gotta go do that. Please support this black-owned brand. He has already given you the facts on all of the products here. What do you have to lose? Stop judging it because it's a black business. Okay? Gucci ain't better than Intellectual Power.
That's a fact.
Louis Vuitton is not better.
That's a fact.
Oh, I got red bottoms on. And you're not welcomed in their stores.
Come on, brother.
You see what they just did to Michael Jordan's mama?
What?
She tried to go to a store to buy it. They was like, get out.
Wow. They pulled an Oprah Winfrey
They did
on.
that to Oprah.
Wow.
So you made them trillionaires and you're not welcome. Your money is, but your black ass ain't.
Damn.
So that's why
we
should come here. Can we do that? Peacepads.net. Can we get there? Let's buy them out. Everybody go to my Cash App, go to my Super Chat. Please continue to support this channel. Please continue to support my brother Rizza. May 3rd,
Yes.
2025. One of the most groundbreaking events is going to go down. What day is this a Saturday?
That's a Saturday.
I'm off. Boy, I'm
Brother,
going to be there.
You about to absorb all this. It's about to be powerful, y'all.
Yes.
Just so y'all know, that's May 3rd. The night before, May 2nd. We have scientists. I could not put their faces nor names on this flyer due to security reasons because these literally are whistleblowers, literally used to work for the federal government, literally are going to bring out data that most of you have probably never heard, or if you did hear it, you didn't have anybody to verify it. They will be there. You will be able to ask them yourself directly questions that you have been burning to ask, and you will get the actual facts. That is Friday night, May 2nd. Go to RizzaIslam.com. But please, it's only 4 hours.
I'm off.
That's Friday night at the Compton Airport. Go to RizzaIslam.com. Go scroll down when you go to RizzaIslam.com. Click the flyer. It will take you to the RSVP. Both events are free. I do not want to charge the people to get this information at all. But when you get there, just know you are about to get more information than you could ever expect and or believe. And the other thing is, if you are a parent, if you are a doctor, if you are a nurse, if you are an educator, if you are somebody who wants to prove Brother Rizza Islam wrong and you believe everything I said is incorrect, I encourage you to be front row, please.
Front row.
Please. Because you're going to get the actual facts. And again, the main thing is to give the people the information, education, and solutions. Because the biggest question we have now, brother, after the whole pandemic, now that people are finding out the truth, is can we detox from what we took? And that's why we were trying. And that's why we were doing our best to warn you about not taking it, because we knew you would be asking this question later on if you are still alive, because there are plenty who have passed as a result as well. And you're going to get the data on that as well. Minister Farrakhan, July 4th, 2020, warned you in the Criterion. He warned Donald Trump. He warned President Xi Jinping of China. He warned the Pope. He warned the African leaders. When they come, if they come out with a vaccination for COVID, don't take it. He said it back then. He said, Brother Rizza, continue to educate the people, continue to warn them. I went on all the platforms, traveled all across the country, held debates between people. I called the scientists out. Every event was packed. New York, Florida, Texas. I held these public debates. Only one location, New Jersey, is where somebody came on the stage to defend the shot. And the person who they were opposing was a 27-year employee of Pfizer who was against the shot.
Come on.
Nobody could defend it. So now that it all came out, shut your damn mouth, show up to get the facts so that you and your family can finally be validated, so you know you were not crazy. Because you got parents and people all over this place. They lost their jobs, lost their children, couldn't travel, lost licenses. You name it. People's health is in shambles and nobody wants to hear it, bro. They don't want to take no responsibility because people don't want to lose their job. They don't want to get beat up because they promoted it. All you black artists who promoted it, I have a list. I have a roster of names. I will be calling you out. I'm so serious because you're not getting the calls from the parents. You're not getting the calls from the people who have all of these funerals and they directly connected it to the shot and you pushed it, and especially those of you who attacked Brother Rizza Islam for simply saying, I would like for the people to have the information, not even calling you dumb or crazy like you were doing me. I pray you are humble enough to apologize. Because even in the lawsuit that we currently have coming out against the Biden administration, the FBI, Department of Homeland Security, all the mainstream news outlets, they were all wrong. So when it all comes out, just be humble. Don't try to flex because you ain't built like that. Right. Trust me, you're not. When it all comes out, be humble enough to apologize to the people. I'm specifying the black community. White folks have to apologize for theirs too. But if you are a black artist, celebrity, athlete, comedian, educator, doctor, be humble, be quiet, and apologize to the people. That's the only thing I will encourage you to do. Pardon me for turning up a little bit on that zone.
No.
But sincerely, this ain't gonna be no, bro. This ain't gonna be no Tuskegee circumstance where everybody's just gonna die out.
Nah.
That's what's not about to happen. And
Right.
if any of you think I'm doing too much, talk to the families of people who took it and see where their health is. And you tell me if I should calm down. I will never let this go, bro. I'm like the so-called Jewish community on this one. Never again.
Never
I'm
again.
on that type of time.
And they really trying to gear up for another one. But that's space for another talk.
Right. Y'all better not fall for the next one. Please don't.
That's space for another talk. But let me just say this. I thank you, brother.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate your work. I appreciate your example. I got a 25-year-old daughter. I got a 23-year-old son. And I have a 28-year-old son. And let me say, your impact is far outside of just your generation. But it is important for your generation. Good sister just recently passed. Her name is Sister Betty Marshall. She loved your work.
Wow. Praise to
She didn't
Allah.
like me too much because I was dating her daughter, but she loved your work, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And she would always say, like in the past when I had you on, oh, Brother Rizza is on so show, and she would tap in because of you.
Wow. Praise to Allah.
Now,
Yes, sir.
beautiful sister, man, beautiful family. And I just had to bring that to your attention because she loved the way you carry yourself. That's why I say, man, you have an impact that's not regular. That's not average. It's a gift from Allah, and you know that. And I just want you to continue to do the work. Anytime I can help you in any way, shape, or form, you already know I'm just a phone call away, bro.
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to tap in. I'm going to be at this event. I'm going to be at the other one on Saturday.
Yes, sir.
I just want to support, and I want y'all to support. All right? Put your spirit into this. Put your money and your spirit into this. This was a classroom. I'm telling you, YouTube going to do something freaky with it. So I'm asking y'all to download it,
Yes.
chop it up. I
Share
don't
it.
know. But I'm asking y'all to share it, tell people about it. You know what I'm saying? Get it out there because this was A1 top tier killer.
Appreciate that,
I
my
appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. This was the So What Morning Show. Thank you, Mike. OneStream.tv. You got another one?
brother. If you want to be a vendor, we encourage the black businesses. We already have the Compton businesses that we've put aside, and they have first dibs. If you would like to be a vendor at our event, go to RizzaIslam.com and send an email with your business. My team will respond to you. I think you have roughly 72 hours to do that. Go to RizzaIslam.com, send us a message, send an email, your business, blah, blah, blah. They will send you the application. We want all of the black businesses to get the money, to get the exposure, to get the support. No, you can't sell your Kool-Aid popsicles at our event. I'm sorry.
Kool-Aid
It has to be
popsicles
healthy.
banging.
I know, but we got
Chop up some pickles.
brother.
throw it-
It got to be healthy, y'all. It got to be healthy. So please, make sure you the email. Well, go to RizzaIslam.com and you'll see a button where it says connect with Rizza or send us a message there. My team will respond. And also, if you would like to be a sponsor, if your platform would like to sponsor the event so that you can receive exposure on the big screen in front of, we expect upwards of 1,000 people. The venue fits roughly that. We already have nearly 1,000 people RSVP'd, and we still have roughly just under 2 weeks left. So it will be packed.
That's amazing.
Absolutely. So if you would like your business to be, promoted there, please be a sponsor or a vendor. And I think that is it. I think that's see.
Go ahead.
Thank you
Yeah.
to my queen there. There are two other issues that we're dealing with as people and on the planet that is affecting our health. Compton will receive an exclusive reveal of two solutions that your brother has been working on heavily. We are revealing that in person on May 3rd. It will not be revealed publicly on the internet at all until roughly maybe a week and a half or 2 weeks after. But once you come to this event, there are two specific solutions that we will be revealing in person exclusively, and those in person will be able to be the first to take a hold of that on May 3rd in person.
Wow.
Just wanted to mention that as
Wow.
well.
Man, I'm so caught up in your stuff, I forgot to handle my business.
Please.
Hey, don't we have an event on May 31st at the Miracle Theater? This is, again,
There you go.
I understand my folk. You got to be entertained.
I hope we're gonna be here for
Well,
that. as a
here
matter
you
of fact.
go.
Yeah.
Here's the entertainment.
May 31st.
Doing a relationship roundtable where I'm putting clinicians together with comedians.
Oh wow, that's beautiful. I don't think that's ever been done.
It's never been done.
Yeah,
It's
that's
never,
powerful.
and the way I got it produced is crazy. Hey, all you got to do is go to themiracleinglewood.com, click events, and purchase your tickets. We got Dr. P. McCall Robinson, my god sister, in the Ifa tradition. We got brother Christopher Johnson, PhD. We got comedian Ron G. and my brother Kevin Tate. And then, of course, it's hosted by Ray Grady. He's going to be there. I'm going to be there. We're co-hosting the whole thing. I got the clinicians. He's got the comedians. This is where connection and comedy, laughs and love all meet each other at the crossroads. It's going to be fire. Purchase your tickets now, May 31st. I meant to say that at the beginning of the show, but
Y'all
I
gotta
already
be there.
knew my brother was going to come cook.
Man.
Hey, we appreciate everybody for tuning in, tapping in. You already know the best way to support. After I get off the airs through my Cash App, $ZoWhatNetter. Please continue to support the show. Thank
Please
you guys
do.
for tapping in, and we out. Deuces.
Sir. Peace.